everyone, and welcome to Entertainment Circle Network. I'm Sheyla Paz, and with me is Gypsy today.
Gypsy today. Sheyla, how are you today?
Great, how are you, Mike Aiken?
Good to meet you.
Welcome to Nashville.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me here.
You're very welcome. It's such a pleasure to meet somebody that lives in a boat. What a life.
I can't complain. It's a good life.
And what would you do if you complain? What would you resolve with that?
That's why I can't complain. It's a great life. I don't know what else I would do.
And tell me this, why it took you 2 years to do this album?
Well, it's a special album for me. I really wanted to try to capture parts of who I am, and that took the right songs. It took the right people to co-write with, the right producer, so it just took time to do it. During that 2 years, I wrote a lot of songs that didn't really fit this project, but it took a while to really make it gel to where I thought it was good enough to put out.
Okay, so why Captains and Cowboys?
Okay, a combination of the people that have influenced me the most, I guess I've found over the years to be just that, captains and cowboys. I grew up very rural. Raised horses for a while, Appaloosas and quarter horses. I was influenced a lot by rodeo. There was a, as a kid, I was in trouble a lot.
I bet.
And a person that ended up helping out a lot and sort of took me under his wing was a rodeo champ, an old rodeo champ. So I spent a lot of time and learned a lot from the gentleman. Over the years, I moved from the farm to on a boat. Did a lot of sailing, and I found the same type of rugged individual out there on small boats and captains. So I looked at it and really started to compare who the people were, and I found that I was very much influenced both by work ethic and by just the personality of these captains and cowboys.
Very cool, very cool. And let me ask you this question. Are you a fan of John Prine or?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Tell me about it. Did you look up to him or something?
Well, I played, when I was coming up, I played a lot of cover tunes of John Prine, and he was probably one of the writers that I respected the most. John Prine never tried to be flashy in a song. He tried to make the song count for the song, and I respected that. John Prine was pretty much a basic guitar player, but could put so much feel into what he did, and that drew me.
Very interesting. Who would be a person that you would love to do a duet, dead or alive?
well, luckily he is alive, but I would love to do a duet with Taj Mahal. And I don't know if you're familiar with Taj Mahal, but Taj Mahal's a blues player, a great blues player, that you wouldn't, he's sort of an urban guy, but Taj Mahal also, that not many people know, is a great sailor that you'd never expect from Taj, who then took a bunch of kids over the years out and taught them celestial navigation and did a bunch of troubled kids through his music and through his sailing, and he's just a great writer and player.
The reason I ask you these 2 questions is because the songs and the sound that you have in this album is a little bluesy, a little raspy, similar to those.
Yeah, I tend to like to bring the varied influences into a project that I do. Over the years, as we were saying, I live on a sailboat. Over the years, we've lived up around Newfoundland, Nova Scotia, Cape Breton. The music scene in the Canadian Maritimes is great.
I was just wondering, where is the map is that?
East Coast, Canadian Maritimes. It's
okay.
It's away, and it's cold, but it's beautiful people, beautiful music. And then we sailed and based for 3 years out of Spain. Cool. And the music scene there is completely different. But as you mentioned earlier, you start to get into a lot of gypsy music, also with the Spanish music.
See, I wasn't wrong when I called you gypsy.
You weren't wrong at all. No. And then we sailed on to the Caribbean, and then you get a whole lot of African music and salsa and reggae and calypso and all that I try to bring in to. So when you listen to a CD of mine, beside the music content, you can get a geographic content. In one song, you might be in the Canadian Maritimes, and in another song, you might be in Puerto Rico or Antigua.
Yeah, I know. It's very rich, very earthy. You
Yeah,
know,
thanks,
so I
thanks.
like the sound. It's interesting. It's something new, and it has a little flavor of country,
Oh,
but
sure, sure.
but I love the fact that you have a mixture in there. So,
Well,
salute.
that's good, because some people don't know what to do with that mixture. So I'm glad you
Well,
like it.
I hope for the next one you have a salsa in there, or a Cuban song, a bolero, a cha-cha, something. Since you already
You
mentioned
never
it.
know. You never know. I've got a surprise for you, so you never know.
Oh, I like surprises. So, where are you sailing next?
Oh, this year looks like it's going to be pretty busy with music. So we live on the boat. I don't know if we're really going to get out any long distance at this point. I'd love to go back to Europe and spend more time there. And the music is very successful in Europe, but it takes a long time. It takes a month.
Yeah, to get there.
And then it takes a year to get back, you know,
Okay.
so.
Can you take me? I've never been on a long trip on a boat, so is it big enough for another person?
Sure, absolutely.
Okay. I'm sure that you will have fun with me on the boat. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. So, where are you going to be touring in the U.S.?
Yeah, I'll be playing all over in the U.S. It looks like we'll be in Europe this fall. So, you know, the CD is just coming out. April 22nd was released, and it's just starting to pick up speed, and that turns into more bookings. My agents are working it hard, so I should be. At this point, there are dates in Arizona and California and Pennsylvania and Virginia, so we'll be all over. We'll
So
be on the road.
the boat would be docked.
The boat
But
will be docked in Norfolk,
he will be
Virginia.
sailing through the skies.
That's right.
So tell me about Coltrane. What is the inspiration behind it? And I heard that it's a video somewhere. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, there's a video just released on Coltrane. Coltrane is really about where I live. We have the boat docked in Norfolk, Virginia, is the biggest shipping port in the States for coal. And all the coal in this country that gets manufactured or mined gets shipped to China. So, you know, every day I'm there, I see the giant coal freighters. They're leaving, and then you go through when you're a musician, especially if you're touring and you're doing radio promotion tours. You're in all these little towns, you know, meeting and greeting and seeing the radio stations. And so we spent quite a bit of time between Virginia, Tennessee, West Virginia, Pennsylvania, in these coal communities that aren't especially wealthy. You know, hardworking people that have been doing the same thing for generations. And you watch all their work and everything they're doing being shipped out of the country to China.
Yeah.
And then you know, so it's a video that has sort of an ecological theme behind it,
Okay.
and view behind it, and just the issues of coal mining, coal burning in the coal industry.
And it's not an easy job. It's a very dangerous job.
It is. It is, and it's just a tough one. There's a lot going on with the whole coal industry. It's a
Yeah.
controversial subject.
Yes.
And I wanted to say a little bit about that.
All right, and you had a say on it too. Well, good luck with everything, and thank you again for coming by.
Oh, you're welcome. Thanks very much.
All right, people, get the CD, Mike Aiken, Captain in Cowboys, and it's amazing. You're gonna love it, and stay tuned for more from him because he got a song for me right now, live. Don't move. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Hi, this is Mike Aiken. Gonna do a little song called Summertime Song off my Captains of Cowboys CD for Entertainment Circle. There's flies on the windowsill, sweat on my beard. I could turn these bridges into shoals right here. I've been waiting for this day all winter long. Soon I'll be singing in a summertime song. Gonna fire up the boat and pick up the weight. Gonna drown my troubles there in that lake. I've been waiting for this day all winter long. Soon I'll be living in a summertime song. a summertime song.
Summertime song makes you wish that one day would last your whole life long. Can't be wrong if it makes everybody in the whole world wanna sing along
To a summertime song. Well, I wish every day could be this way. Give me sun, sand, and a bear. If I had my druthers, I'd forget all the others. You'd be
85 degrees all year
like a
summertime song makes you wish that one day would last your whole